Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Serginho, now he is quick.
Rapid, Peter, absolutely rapid.
I suppose if there was such a thing as a model Brazilian fullback, he'd be pretty close to it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, you don't win all those honours at club and international level without doing something right.
And it's Yaya Toure. He's picked his way through. Deflected behind for a corner kick.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Palestine have the chance to go the other way. Now he's got space here. Can he get onto this? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Opts for safety. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Yaya Toure. Now Howson. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. No goals as yet. And here's Inzaghi. And here's Hullet. Oh, look at the space here. Lovely feet. Cafu. Yaya Toure. Now the ball in. It's a goal kick. Vitinha. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Tries to play it through. Mateus. And it's Yaya Toure. And here's Inzaghi.
Filippo Inzaghi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And this is Ronaldo. Cafu. Howson. For Yaya Toure. Mateus. Now Howson. Mateus. And it's Yaya Toure. De Bruyne. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's De Bruyne. Now it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Looking here to chip it through. McTominay deals with that comfortably. Now that's well seen too. Rijkaard. And it's Hazard. Here's Vitinha. Oh, good spread. Olise. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Pull it. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Azar. Rijkaard. Not the most accurate pass. Marquinhos gets it clear. Nicked it back promptly. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. It's their second corner of the game. Cafu plays it short. Inzaghi stood his ground strongly. And it's Messi. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Howson. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Cafu. And Mateus. Howson. Messi. And Mateus. Rijkaard. Can he get it through? Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Yaya Toure. Can he spark a counter here? Now it's Inzaghi. Goes for goal! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? In by Messi. Keeper has taken decisive action. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And pull it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Howson. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defence is, it seems, on top here.
Yeah, I think it's a scoreline in keeping with what we've seen up to this point. Combined attempts at goal aren't high in numbers, and we could do with something to spark this contest into life.
Yaya Toure. Mateus. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Hullet. Now it's Hullet. Vitinha. De Bruyne. Olise. Howson gets over and intercepts. Mitoma is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Mateus. Tries to pass it through. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's there to get it away. Serginho. And it's Serginho. Vitinha. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
Great vision. Mitoma. Filippo Inzaghi.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, that's been intercepted. And here's Olise. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. De Bruyne. He's having a shot! Goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved.
Just eases him off the ball.
Palestine can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
And this is Cruyff! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution in progress.
This is a Hollywood or bust corner. The final whistle is up next.
Mateus goes short. Forward it goes. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh no, what has happened here? Time added on will be 2 minutes. Lovely bit of skill. Azar. So that's it. It is all over. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this fella, Ruben Neves, can qualify as football's equivalent to a quarterback, Peter, especially when it comes to hitting his targets with those long-range passes. There's no doubt who is the creative brain in this side.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. And that's gone loose. Mateus. And this is Hullet. Now, can he find a finish? Nice control. Cafu. Spread out to the left. Drives it in. Cruyff. To Messi. Ruben Neves. Scholes. Into the channel.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, good ball! He's had a shot! He's scored! You don't keep those out. He knew, he just knew.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Sao Paulo are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Cafu. Aimed beyond the defence. And now the breakaway. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's got tall! And he's straight offside. Knocks it into space. And the shot! Goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So that's 2 now without reply.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Shifted upfield. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Chooses to go cross-field. Mateus. And here's Hullet. Cafu. Tries to play it through. It's gone backwards. Cafu. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And this is Cruyff, shapes to shoot! Loose ball now, this time surely! Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Well read, nice interception. And back to the keeper they go. McTominay. And Mateus. Howson. 5 minutes till the break. Mateus. Looking for the run. And it's made its way to him. There's the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Oh, sweet feet.
And he shoots! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Has a look and plays it forward. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Jeff, Chiba clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we are back on the way. And that is out of play. Howson did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cafu looks to the other side.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Lukaku, and this is Lukaku. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Ruben Neves was in no mood for any of that. And the counter is on. Oh, no joy this time. More and more pressure on the ball here. And this is Lukaku. Now that's well seen too. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Azar. Azar going face-to-face with his great rival. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Mitoma. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And here's Cruyff. And this is Hullet. Oh, really good feet. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Sao Paulo needed that, they really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
It's a promising position, he's got away. Elects to cross. And that's the keeper's ball. Scholes. And it's Van Dijk. It's Albert Ferrer. Van Dijk. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Messi. Alexander-Arnold. Wriggles his way through. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Messi with the short one. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, that is one way to stop him. Yaya Toure. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. And this is Inzaghi. He is through here. That's a good ball out wide. Messi. Messi tries making a foray down the right. Mateus. And here's Haaland. Cafu. Half an hour gone in the second half. Now it's Haaland. Scholes. And Serginho. Pele. And he cuts out the supply. Cruyff. And it's Ruben Neves. That's Ruben Neves. Now it's Pele. No way through there. And it's Cruyff. And this is Inzaghi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now that looks a decent ball. With Toma. Oh, nice touch. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Scholes. Pele goes for a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. That's going to go a long way. Mateus. And it's Inzaghi. Mitoma. Strong running down that left flank. Cruyff. Goes for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cruyff. Ruben Neves. Can he spark a counter here?
There will be 1 minute
and he's being shifted off it. Nicely weighted ball. And that's it. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And already we're up. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. He's had a shot! Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. There could be trouble here. More and more pressure on the ball here. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, here's one of the standout names of his day, Jim. Dragan Stojkovic.
Yeah, Peter, there was a time when the Balkans produced an incredible number of truly remarkable footballers, and Out of them all, he was probably the best, at least technically, I'd say.
And the crowd love him. They're chanting his name. He is their hero. There's little doubt about that.
Well, they can hope...
He gets big! They've scored! A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Tries to get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. And this is Lukaku.
Oh, sweet feet.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Oh, really well played.
Oh, that's fabulous. Mitoma! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And this is Lukaku. Yaya Toure! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Howson. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Cafu chasing after it. Cafu is looking to influence the game from out wide. For Messi. Yaya Toure. Messi. And Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Ball is over the line. Stojkovic. Pedro Neto. That is good strength. Hernandez. It's a goal kick. Howson. Hernandez. That could spell trouble. Big chance. Moss Messi! Against the crossbar. And this is Messi. And the shot! Oh, taken with style. And there's the goal they've been looking for. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Cafu. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Messi. Defending here is really tight. And this is Lukaku.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Beckham. It's an inviting looking ball, that, and he's intervened well there. Mateus can see things others simply cannot. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Just 5 minutes left until the break. Showing good feet.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
And this is Lukaku. Very nicely done. Now that looks a decent ball. Over to the left. That is lovely. Oh, look at the space here. Beckham. Stojkovic. João Cancelo. Ibrahimovic. And it's half-time here. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
It has been a remarkable contest, decorated by goals, and two between them at half-time.
Merci d'accueillir nos joueurs.
Here we go again. Yaya Toure. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Yet another interesting duel, this.
And Mateus. And this is Lukaku. Big chance! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are pulling clear here. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A case now of complete control. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Yaya Toure. And here's Lukaku. And here's Hullet. Oh, just skips past his man. And Hullet! Outstanding save to keep that out. Stojkovic. João Cancelo. Howson is the team's great visionary, and it's with the keeper.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Great ball if he can get there. Shoots! And he hits the net! Players ecstatic, fans delirious. This is utopian.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Le numéro 10.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Lukaku, who got amongst the goals, is being taken off now.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of
Lukaku! No mistake! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi gets flagged offside. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, they didn't smell the danger early enough, but I suppose better late than never.
Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Pedro Neto gets into some space. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Shot, and the shot! It's there! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Paris Saint-Germain give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
So what can they make of this? Lukaku. Well, that's an excellent interception. Cafu. And the counter is on. Played down the flank. He's picked his way through. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Mitoma. Now it's Rui Costa. Cafu. And Mateus. And he cuts out the supply. Pedro Neto. And it's Lukaku. And it's Beckham. And they're back on the ball again. Chance, surely! Now, who's going to be first to this? That pass has been well intercepted. Plays it in low, and a chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Tries a deft little ball. It's out for a goal kick. Paris Saint-Germain are making a change now. Forlan coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants.
À leur place, le numéro 8, Forlan. Le numéro 13.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Kimmich, Koller.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Hullet could move up a gear here. And that is that. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
I think we just saw a team winning by playing to their strengths. There was a
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
I think it's only right for me to respectfully acknowledge Fabio Cannavaro as being a little giant.
Yeah, not the tallest of centre-halves, but amongst the most commanding.
Yeah, and whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for in other areas. Anticipation, timing and tactical intelligence, they're all top class.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Out to the right. Corner it is. And he thumps it clear. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Bellingham. And he can clear it away. Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Now that looks a decent ball. Pullet charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Pullet really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Rijkaard is always looking to break lines.
Oh look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully a football match will break out soon.
That's a promising run he's making on the right. Drilled in low. And that has been clubbed away. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Filippo Inzaghi, who needs just a moment to score a goal. And that is as far as they're going to go. Can he get on the end of this? Can he finish? Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter.
Chance! Howson. And Mateus. Howson. Now Yaya Toure. Turns back here, probably the best option. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Rijkaard. And here's the chance to counter. And it's Bergkamp, played out to the right. Figo. Skims, there's the shot! Goal, Milan! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Milan have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Plays the return pass. Messi. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. And here's Pullet. Look at the shoots!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Bergkamp, played out towards the right wing. No, that's been intercepted.
Jeff, Chiba truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Bellingham. And they're on him in a flash. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. And it's Bergkamp. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Messi. He has found the way through. Messi. It's a good-looking delivery.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And it's been taken short. Now there's a fine ball. That is a brilliant interception. Threads one in, and here's Messi. It's a mighty effort! It's hit the uprights. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back underway. And the shot!
Bergkamp really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
That's a sharp pass. And he's picked it up out wide. In it comes. Bellingham. And it's Figo. Here's Figo. Figo. Figo will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Bergkamp. And here's Inzaghi. It's Inzaghi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's been closed down first.
Tries to pass it through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now it's Messi, and he's cut it out. Bellingham. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
He's found a way through. He's got tall. He will be livid with himself. Mateus, Messi. Now this could be a chance. Oh, just shot, surely! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Tries to play it through, and this is Inzaghi. Inzaghi! Gets good distance on it. Pass somewhat off target. Inzaghi goes on a run down the left wing. Cannavaro. Puyol lays it forward. Looking to play him in. Bellingham looking to run onto it. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Filippo Inzaghi. Mitoma. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Filippo Inzaghi. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Jeff, Chiba really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Rafael Leao. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Inzaghi. Filippo Inzaghi. Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Now it's Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Mateus. And here's Inzaghi. Puyol does really well to win the ball there. Van Bouten. And it's Cannavaro. Ball played for Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. The final 5 minutes. Rafael Leao. Can he finish? Sticks it away! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So here comes a substitution.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Milan could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Mateus.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Messi. Time added on will be 2 minutes. Oh, there's a probing ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
That's at the end. Well, here is a defeat that may hit them hard, and you can sense that all around us. Things going pretty awry, and the outcome in the end virtually unavoidable. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yes, and the importance of this formation is not to allow the midfield three and the attacking three to become too detached from one another. If that happens, then pressure can quickly be applied via the counter-attack, and you can be exposed defensively. So compactness can't be compromised, and you need talkers in this team. You need leaders and people that are willing to organise things very quickly.
Oh, super ball! Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Wirtz. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he's following up! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead! Gorgeous, just gorgeous.
Oh, how does he get the ball to do that? He's on another level to most of his peers.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. And here's Hullet. Cafu. Passing is crisp. And he shoots! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Long ball looking to counter. Now it's Inzaghi. Wirtz did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Hakimi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward, fires it in low. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he welcomes it in. And that's put paid to a promising move. Looking for options for movement. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Neymar.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And this is Messi.
Messi really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Played out to the left flank. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Messi. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Wirtz. And here's Neymar. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cafu did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
And this is Inzaghi.
Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was...
It's full on! Quick look, then plays it in. Goes looking wide. Now that looks a decent ball. Chooses to go back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Can he finish? Just not quite happening for him just now.
Jeff, Chiba really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And this is Inzaghi. Yaya Toure! Forlan, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Mitoma. And it's Messi. And here's Inzaghi. Inzaghi! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short, and this is Inzaghi. Can he find the finish? Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Well read, nice interception. And he plays one through. Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. No second thought, a straight red card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here. Fallen! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And this is Inzaghi. Now there's a fine ball. Backward it goes. Olise. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And we are back underway.
Jeff, Chiba can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Manchester United trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Van Dijk. Hakimi. He's had a shot! Now that is commitment to the cause. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Now can they get it back? Kaká, header! He has done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got it.
And that's it. And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Up he goes! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
So, a breakthrough already. Mitoma. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Passing is crisp and sharp. And he's on his way! Inzaghi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
They've played it short, and this is Yaya Toure. Now, this could be a chance. He's in a great position here. Scholes knocks it out wide. Mateus, and it's Yaya Toure. Filippo Inzaghi.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Scholes. Mateus. Now Mitoma. And it's Yaya Toure. Mateus. And here's Lukaku. Hullet. And the shot! He's got a goal! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Simplicity itself.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
And it's Kukçu. Now it's Xabi Alonso. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mateus could move up a gear here. Now it's Hullet. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And this is it's Inzaghi! Goal! Monaco! And they're back in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Monaco are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Monaco take the lead. Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Jeff, Chiba are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Scholes. Kukçu. Opts for safety. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Strokes it back. Mitoma. Hullet. Hullet touches it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Xavi Alonso. That's been slipped through. He's found a way through. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Hullet looks to get on the end of this.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Inzaghi! Oh, he's been caught napping. Crosses it in here. Toure did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Mateus. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Hullet. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Scholes. Ball played for Kukçu. And it's Scholes. Cafu. Now it's Lukaku. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Yaya Toure proves too strong, too smart.
Temps additionnel.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Taken back almost at once. Has a look and plays it forward. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football. And it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
And we are already promptly back underway.
Jeff, Chiba really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on.
He's had a shot! Oh, that is very close.
Filippo Inzaghi brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Nouri. It's Inzaghi! Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Baresi. Cafu. Now Yaya Toure. Now it's Lukaku. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, he's had so much room to operate in. He's been running the show, but maybe the curtain's about to come down on him.
Bullet! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he just got it ever so slightly wrong, Peter. There wasn't much in that at all.
Xavi Alonso. Scholes. Nouri is wide and looking to get onto this. Oh, what a climb! And they've got rid. Great challenge, time to perfection. Cafu.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Inzaghi. And here's Hullet. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Gets a good foot in there. Scholes. Now it's Inzaghi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Hullet. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, this looks sharp. Monaco can breathe again, just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Cafu, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Yaya Toure, and the pass is intercepted. Good ball, good take. Looking for options for movement.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Monaco can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Changement en cours.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. And he's chosen to go back. Cafu going face-to-face with his great rival. Mateus. "75 minutes played. Baresi. And it's Yaya Toure. Foot in. Aimed beyond the defence. Cafu. And it's De Bruyne. De Bruyne. Looking for a runner. Filippo Inzaghi. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's fabulous. Look at the space, it's Inzaghi! And that would have been game, set and match.
Filippo Inzaghi really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Pour le remplacer, le numéro 16.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. That's a little off target. 5 minutes left on the clock. Chips it through. And the shot! Oh, it rattles the bar. Yaya Toure.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps
Mateus. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Rummenigge! Rodri. Aït-Nouri. No unnecessary risks. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day, but alas, that wasn't to be, and they go down by the odd goal. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well, we all know he's at his best when he's coming in from that left side, whether it's to drag people away and isolate them or to combine with central attackers. But he also often plays as a 10, as we know, in a free role.
And is that a new dimension to his game?
No, he's...
Big header! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I've been there myself, and that's the last thing he wanted to happen. I really sympathise. It's a huge moment for the game and a shocking moment for him personally, but it happened at the best possible time. This is recoverable.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Well, that's something you don't expect at a match like this, but I guess you have to take whatever way it comes, and very gratefully.
And pull it! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, it actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Griezmann. Fernando Torres. Terrific header!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Crosses it into the area. Has a look and plays it forward. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Toma. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Cafu. Cafu. Good driving run. He is just caressing the ball. Tries a shot! He's scored! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Oh, smashing header! Decent enough try. Mitoma is a player who's always giving defenders headaches. Cafu to Messi. Looking for the run, and this is Lukaku! Rashford. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival.
Now then, clash of the egos.
And the shot! Ah, looks a smashing ball. Hoisted in. Now that looks a decent ball. And he's worked it through. Gets into some space. Neither of these two want to come off second best. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Pinches it off him. Nicely spread. Carvajal receives it in a wide position. Back in once, climbs up big! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Fernando Torres simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
Spread out to the left. It's a promising position. Messi. And Messi! Relentless! Just relentless! And that takes him up to 30. Stylish in the extreme, a delicious goal.
It's almost poetry in motion, Peter, isn't it? The way he wraps his foot round the ball so effortlessly. Amazing.
And now he has two. 3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Yaya Toure. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. That's an imaginative pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Looking for options for movement, and he welcomes it in. Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar's cross. He gets big! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Messi! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught napping. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And this is Hullet. Can he get it through?
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Played into space out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Rashford! In he goes again! And the first half is done. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. And we're already back up and running after half-time. And this is Lukaku. He's in space and looking for options. He rises! Oh, he got himself into a great position.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Carvajal. Some good work on the right flank here. Beckham. Looking to play him in. He's in plenty of space here. Can he finish? And it's come back out to him. And yes, it's there! It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Now, can they get him away? Oh, nicely intercepted. Great vision. And this is Torres. It's a pretty loose pass. Out to the right. Cafu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Nicely aimed pass. Shifted it to the flank. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Lukaku stood his ground strongly. The ball is loose and the chase... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Flashes it across. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It's a promising position. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Played back in. It's Asa! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Substitution on the field. Number
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Bullets. Coming on the field. Number 21.
Cafu clears it away. Now the ball's gone astray. Neither of these two want to come off second. He's got tall! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Fernando Torres.
Clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Cafu. He's a sharp little ball here. Beckenbauer gets it clear. And he was quick to react. Beckham. Quality ball. And it's Azar. Now it's Neymar. Torres. Good purposeful run. And the shot! Another save. Beckenbauer goes short. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
That's a cracking pass to stretch the opposition.
Thuram. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And that's really well manoeuvred. And it's Griezmann. He is through here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Mateus did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, there's a probing ball, aimed beyond the defence. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Mateus. A heavy challenge. Griezmann proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And he's having a shot! Filippo Inzaghi. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And that is as far as they're going to go. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press. Oh, super find. Inzaghi receives it in a good position. Inzaghi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitutions taking place.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Messi with the short one. No way through, so back it... And he shoots! Now, who's going to be first to this?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
McTominay. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And the number on the board is 3. Knocks it into space. Face to face with the keeper. Oh, good claim by the keeper.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! He has done it! Deep, deep into injury time! And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows to set out. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And already we're underway here.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace...
Chance for a shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that's a throw-in. Crosses it. Terrific header! They've scored! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Belletti. Ambitious ball here. Howson promptly onto that, and that is that. And the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And another try! Oh, taken with style. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Paris Saint-Germain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
And he's had a hit! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Knocks it out wide. Lukaku. Now it's Messi. Great chance! Oh, this looks sharp. Just eases him off the ball. And here's Hullet. And he's lost his man. Chance! Really well taken goal. And they've got their lead back. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Jeff Chiba are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have a breakthrough, real chance! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Hullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And this is Yaya Toure. Chance, surely! And he's following up! And now they can spring out of defence. Cleared without complication. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Paris Saint-Germain have the chance to go the other way. Zanetti. Beckham. And Zanetti. Nicely shaped ball. Spread out to the left. Zanetti, he's got full. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. More and more pressure on the ball here. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Swung over. Now he's off and running. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Now it's Darwin. Belletti. Pass is just off target. Cafu. 5 minutes till the break. And here's Messi. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Rijkaard. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he welcomes it in. Oh, just skips past his man. Looking here to chip it through. Goes for a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Zanetti plays it through. McTominay making good progress on the right-hand side. Cafu.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cafu. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. And neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Here we go again. Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Roberto Carlos, good purposeful running this. And the finish! They want to be quick to recover this. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. That's going right the way across. Strong running down that left flank. Lovely feet. And this is Inzaghi. Tries a shot! And it's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
And it's Zanetti. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's nice. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't... And Messi! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Yes! And just like that, he's into double figures now. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Roberto Carlos calmly anticipates. So, what can they make of this? Yaya Toure. Messi. Oh, this is a very good run. We always look the favourite there. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Now it's Messi. Shapes to shoot! He scores! And with that, he takes home the match ball. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Clinical. Just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how...
Roberto Carlos! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Beckham. Vinicius Junior. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. And that has been cut short. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Roberto Carlos looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cafu hurtling down that right flank. Toma. Big chance! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save. Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Climbs up big! They've done it! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian. It's become a case of men against boys. Rijkaard. And it's Rijkaard. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. And here's the chance to counter. Back towards the middle. And it's Messi. Messi, there he goes, motoring forward. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Oh, it's inches away from being a really good ball. Time for a change in personnel.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Cafu. Now it's Hullet. And this is Messi. Roberto Carlos. Great defending, strong and determined. And this is Hazard. McTominay wins the duel this time. Darwin, played into space. Oh, what a climb!
Temps additionnel, 5 minutes.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Hazard. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And we're done. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Filippo Inzaghi, totally unstoppable today. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Cafu. Martin Caceres, Jim. Precious little doubt about what his outstanding qualities are.
Aggression and tenacity, Peter, but there is another side to his game as well. He's got a certain confidence on the ball.
Oh, what a climb! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So, a breakthrough already. Mitoma, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Neymar. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Messi.
Decent attempt at, just a little mistimed.
Yaya Toure. That is good strength. Messi. Messi! Oh, it's hit the post! Luis Suarez. And it's Messi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Now this could be a chance. And that should get the job done. And this is Messi. It is a corner. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. De Bruyne. Played out to the right. And that was nowhere near his best. Cafu. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played into the box. And that has been knocked clear. Guardiola. Chance here to counter. Luis Suarez. Messi. Has a look and plays it forward. Yaya Toure. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos. For Yaya Toure. Driving through the middle. Cross from... Up he goes! It's in! And this is getting better and better. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
He's had a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Chance, surely! Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Yaya Toure. Roberto Carlos. Now Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos. He's had a shot! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And this is Yaya Toure. Bullet!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Roberto Carlos. Spread it left. Roberto Carlos. Played out to the left flank. Plays the return pass. De Bruyne. And the counter is on. Neymar providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared without hesitation. And there is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Jeff, Chiba really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement, a two-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And the game has already resumed here. And he's picked it up out wide. He rises! Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Conte. And it's Guardiola. Corinthians finding their passes. Great chance! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
He shifted it to the flank. And this is Hullet. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Luis Suarez. And he was quick to react. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Beckenbauer gets it clear. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Spread out to the left. Toure simply refused to be outdone there. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Can he get it through? Lukaku. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Roberto Carlos. Now it's Lukaku. Now Howson. Corinthians are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Now it's Guardiola. Roberto Carlos hurtling down that right flank. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
It'll be a throw-in. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Lukaku is being withdrawn here, but he's certainly made his mark.
Yeah, he'll get a good ovation for his contribution. I'm not so sure why he's leaving us, though. There's no obvious sign of injury or fatigue.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. No way through. Kante looking to penetrate opposition line. And he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
Suarez really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mitoma. Now here's the delivery. Oh, well played. Caceres lays it forward. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Always onto this. Now there's a fine ball. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Oh, perfectly measured that. It's Inzaghi! And it's there! And they are cruising away.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A case now of complete control. Gets into some space. He's picked his way through, and he whips in across. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. Corner number 2 then. Cafu with the short one. He's in a great position here. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. Can he get on the end of this? Stood up well to him there. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's lost his man here. Lofted upfield. Guardiola. And it's Kante. Knocks it into space. And the shot! De Bruyne, it's a mighty effort! And it's in! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of them.
And that will be the final act. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
I think Frank Lampard will be key here, Peter. He's certainly going to be asked to do an awful lot. Recycling, distributing, and of course running box to box.
Yeah, we'll all keep an eye out, won't we, for those trademark arrivals into the opposition penalty area.
Yeah, those late runs which made him one of the most productive midfielders England has ever produced.
Yaya Toure. Cafu. And it's Yaya Toure. Now Howson. Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure. And it's Yaya Toure. Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. The defender is not giving up on this. Now it's Hullet. And he's found a way past, shooting chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Cafu plays it short. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to belt it away. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Roberto Carlos is one whose deliveries we all know about. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Drogba is the guilty party there. Takes the shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
No goals as yet. White. Manchester United look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Saka is someone with real dynamite in his boots. So, what can they make of this? Yaya Toure. And it's Hullet. Lampard spread it left. Eze providing an outlet on that flank, and he's managed to get free. Up he goes! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Yaya Toure. It's Roberto Carlos. Great vision. It's a promising position. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. It's a pretty loose pass. Drogba is onto it in a flash. McTominay. And it's Roberto Carlos. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Cafu, and that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Lampard. And here's Saka. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And here's Messi, and this is Hullet. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Hullet, and he's played it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
5 minutes till the break. Caicedo. It's Saka. Caicedo. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Roberto Carlos. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need a little more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So they head... Big chance! And that is doing no harm at all. And this is Lampard. This looks promising. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Saka showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Yaya Toure can see things others simply cannot. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he was quick to react. That's a lovely, neat pass. Mitoma. Mitoma. This is promising. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Such good technique.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Goal! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs. There was to be only one outcome.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Now it's Messi.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Jeff, Chiba are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
That is good strength. Inzaghi, and the shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Opts for safety. Roberto Carlos. Now Howson. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Cruyff. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Filippo Inzaghi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Looks to the other side.
That's a great ball cross-field. They'll want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Drogba. Mitoma. Cafu. Now it's Drogba. He might be in here! Now then, the ball's come loose.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Howson. Here's Roberto Carlos. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. He's in a great position here. Cafu. Little pass back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
And here's Hullet. Rummenigge! It is looking like the end. If anything's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Chance, surely! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Makaleli is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Looking to play him in.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Now, can they get him away? And Cruyff! Off the post! Caicedo.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's shifting through the gears here. And this is Lampard! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think...
And that's it. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit. And those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today. Your reflections then, Jim?
Jeff, Chiba desperately failing to impose themselves on the game.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go. any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. Iwobi. That's an imaginative pass. Tries a shot! A real chance and a real let-off.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Iwobi. And it's made its way to him. Tries to pass it through. And this is Kante. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
There's Vitor Baia, Peter, exuding his unique brand of calm and confidence, as per usual.
Yeah, he's one of those keepers, isn't he, who has that certain aura around him.
And I think that gives the defence a massive boost. Having someone like that behind you can really give you that insurance, that psychological edge. Well, if he's serious about trying from this range, I think he must feel he can generate the power. Big ask. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Now it's Yaya Toure. Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Looking for the run. He has a look up. Shoots! Conte. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Still goalless. And here's Inzaghi. And that has been slung wide.
Filippo Inzaghi really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Swung over. So what can they make of this? Yaya Toure. Now it's Messi. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Iwobi. Conte. Conte! And he opts to go forward.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's Inzaghi. He shifted it to the flank. Filippo Inzaghi. Roberto Carlos. Nunez wins the duel this time. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. They've played it short. Played in by Danielson. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Messi. And the counter is on. Threads one in. And this is Hullet. He's picked his... And Hullet! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. Oh, shooting chance! And now a sudden chance to counter. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And no, that was never going to make it. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Danielson. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Danielson, played into space. Fiore's cross. No, he wasn't going to let him past.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's found a way through. Picked out, goes for a shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. Corner number 3 coming up. Messi plays it short. And this is Messi. Just eases him off the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. And that'll be the final action of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. And we are up to the break.
Jeff, Chiba ended that first half in such a strong fashion. I think we'll just have to wait and see now if they can rekindle that drive and that determination. It's been great commitment, and that has to be maintained in the second half.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Oh, well played, well played. Cafu. Out of play for a throw. Howson is always scanning the pitch for targets. McTominay. Roberto Carlos. Now Howson. And it's Roberto Carlos. And it's Messi. Filippo Inzaghi. Real chance! This time surely!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Roberto Carlos. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Driving through the middle. Howson did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Passes coming off in quick succession here. He's being urged to shoot. And here's the chance to counter. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now, can they get him away? Can he finish? He's got a goal! First blood drawn. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Chelsea are in front now, the game's only goal.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Howson. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mitoma. Brilliantly cut out.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical. I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Iwobi. Rodri. Belletti. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now then, the ball's come loose. Nunez! And that would have won it.
Nunez really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Number 11, Darwin Nunez. Coming on the field, number 14, Bellingham. Number 4, Erling Haaland. Substitution.
And it's been taken short. Played in deep. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's shifting through the gears here. He can get that clear. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Haaland. Belletti. Nicely weighted ball. Great chance! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
They've played it short. And here's Cruyff.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Howson. Aimed beyond the defence. Ball driven towards the far post.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ibrahimovic. Hernes. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Oh, good-looking ball. Adriano. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Lukaku. And this is Messi. Kante did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I still feel that this man Diego Forlan is a little unappreciated, Peter, despite all of his achievements.
Why might that be?
I suppose the fact that success came slowly, his career has been a tale of patience and early setbacks, but that's what made him what he is now. In many ways, it's made him much stronger.
Great defending, strong and determined. Adriano looking to penetrate opposition lines.
Adriano really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And here's Lukaku. Now it's Hullet. That is good strength. That's a good ball. Bellingham.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. McTominay. Chooses to go crossfield with Toma. Now it's Messi. Messi touches it back. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Now it's Hullet. Pressure coming in from all directions. That's been cut out, well played. McTominay. Cafu. And it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. It's Roberto Carlos. Cafu. Cafu going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Roberto Carlos. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Knocks it into space. Decent chance! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lukaku actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has been slung wide. Big header! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Bellingham. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Inter Milan looking to pass their way through. Knocks it out wide. Zanetti. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Cleared without hesitation. And now they can spring out of defence. Out of play for a throw. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. No question, this is the man you want to get onto the end of things. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cruyff. And here's Forlan. Cafu. It's a good run down the right. Now Yaya Toure. And here's Messi.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's in a great position here. It's Lukaku! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Rijkaard. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think they can be very happy with the flow of the game so far. They're moving the ball around very nicely. They're creating opportunities too. They must need to find a way to add that touch of quality in front of goal, that extra clinical edge.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Jeff, Chiba have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Forlan. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Hakimi drives forward on the overlap. And it's Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. That's a good run he's making there. And he cuts out the supply. It's a really well-measured ball. Hakimi looking to hit the byline here. Hakimi, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now that's well seen too. Conte. Best part of an hour. Adriano! Good strike, quite an alarm. And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Messi goes on a run down the left wing. And here's Lukaku. Conte. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Cannavaro. Conte. And it's Bellingham. And it's Hakimi. That ball looks a good one. Roberto Carlos going full tilt down the left. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Forlan, and he's being shifted off it. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Messi. And this is Hullet. And here's Messi. And this is Hullet, and Hullet! Cruyff. And Hakimi takes on his marker. 75 minutes played. Bellingham. Kante powering forward here. Hangs one in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
They get a throw in.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Mitoma. Number 2,
Howson gets a foot in here.
number 19.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Bullet. Coming on the field, number 25.
Inter Milan finding their passes.
Number 15,
Bellingham.
Palace. Number
And the ball is out of play.
Johan Cruyff.
Inter Milan are making a change now.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Yaya Toure produces the perfect tackle there.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Tries to play it through. He's having a shot! Oh, it's in! Save the best for last! That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
So the first goal of the game. Forlan was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Howson is always looking to break lines. Filippo Inzaghi. And he's away. Shot, surely! He has done it! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And yes, it's him again. Two up, he gets big. Oh, crossbar! Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, don't you just love it when a plan comes together? Victory never in doubt in the mind of the mastermind in all of this. A solid win, which will be welcomed all round. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. The action has already started. The peerless Didier Drogba, just a standout hero to so many.
One of Africa's finest and a huge reputation for being a big game player.
Big games, 9 goals in 9 cup finals during his time in London. By any measure, those are pretty special numbers.
Why he's very much adored.
Dixon. Roberto Carlos. Howson. And it's McTominay. Cafu. Now McTominay. Rummenigge. Passing is crisp and sharp. Flashes it across. Adams clears it away. And here's Hullet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nothing significant to report up to this point, but we are still very early in the game. Cafu is always looking to play quality balls. Martinelli producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Massaro. It's out for a goal kick. Zé Roberto. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. De Bruyne. Adams. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, nice touch. And it's Yaya Toure. That's good play. Drogba. De Bruyne. And Dixon. Oh, they could break here. Rummenigge. Rummenigge! And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And this is a great chance! And it's a goal! Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Toma. And this is Hullet. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And no, that was never going to make it. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Massaro really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Roberto Carlos. 1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Rummenigge, who's set up one goal so far, gets into some space. That's tidy. De Bruyne wins the duel this time. Plays a sharp little ball here. This looks promising. Massaro. Roberto Carlos. Cafu. Driving on and making good progress. Rummenigge. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played through into space. That's the keeper's ball. And it's half-time here. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front, perhaps. That's not too much to ask.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break. And we're off again. A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. Now it's Martinelli. There's the man who is effectively the team's security policy. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Now, what about a counter-attack? And it's Drogba. Oh, that is chance! And that's really well manoeuvred.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Howson. With Toma. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now Yaya Toure. And he goes for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. Rummenigge stood his ground strongly. Ball's gone out of play.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And it's Roberto Carlos. Played out wide. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Massaro. Spread it left. Martinelli going face-to-face with his great rival. Oh, Massaro! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Massaro clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Strong running down that left flank. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one set.
It's Roberto Carlos! They want to be quick to recover this. Oh, another save. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. Can he finish? Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Substitution on the field.
So, third corner of the game. Cafu plays it short. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Crosses it in. Maradona! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Maradona actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Great vision. That ball looks a good one. He's found a way through. Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well timed, excellent interception. Mitoma is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Into the last quarter of an hour. De Bruyne knocks it into space. That's a shade optimistic. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cruyff. Cruyff driving forwards. And he's looking to catch him up. And it's Roberto Carlos. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Howson. Lovely pass, but can he get there? In with the challenge.
Jeff Chiba really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Now, can they get it back?
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Howson. Cruyff.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Cafu concedes a free kick for that. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, that was a hard-fought...
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen. There's the shot! Well, there's an early warning shot across the bow.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Messi plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. McTominay. Cafu. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Now McTominay. Toma. Chance to deliver. Oh, smashing! Oh, he's hit the bar! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Messi. He's picked his way through. Plays it up, he gets big! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes, so we're seeing some conservatism here.
Oh, super ball! Cafu, Yaya Toure, Howson, he's gone forward, 0-0 still, no lack of chances though.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Now this could be a chance. Haaland! It's loose now and they want to get it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cannavaro with the clearance. Roberto Baggio. And it's Camavinga. That's Maldini. O'Shea. Zanetti. It's a pretty loose pass. Roberto Carlos. Cafu. And it's Roberto Carlos. Mitoma touches it back. Now Howson. And it's Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Tries a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Opts for safety. Approaching the half-hour mark. Yaya Toure has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Roberto Carlos. And the shot's on here. Oh, that's nice. Cafu. Passing is crisp and sharp. And here's Messi. And it's Roberto Carlos. Camavinga did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Zanetti. And here's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Baggio. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Zanetti crosses. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Cafu. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. O'Shea. Passes coming off in quick succession here. No, it's come to nothing. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Yaya Toure. It's Roberto Carlos. Now it's Lukaku. Now it's Messi. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Roberto Baggio. Messi providing an outlet on that flank. Now it's Haaland. Goes looking wide. Now it's Lukaku. Good read, needed to be. And it's half-time here. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think despite the scoreline, it's been watchable and enjoyable. We certainly had a vibrant start, and if we were going to see a goal, it should have come then. But the odds are favourable for this second half.
An intriguing half, lacking only in goals. The score 0-0. And the game has already resumed here.
Jeff, Chiba are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Cafu. There he goes, motoring forward. Opts to play it back. Oh, this is a great position. Shot a goal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And it's Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos proves just a little bit too strong. Haaland here. Big chance! It's there! The second half sparks straight into life. That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Oh, well played. He needed to get that right.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Gremio are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Cafu. Oh, this is a very good run. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And that should get the job done. Played back. Oh, what a climb! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Roberto Carlos under intense pressure.
Yeah, and the creator-in-chief is unsurprisingly being treated as a special case now.
Played out wide. Camavinga gets it away. Gremio do have a chance to counter here. Camavinga. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the message they're sending out now is pretty loud and clear. Let's grab a second goal and give ourselves an element of comfort.
Now it's Haaland. So, what can they make of this? Cafu. And it's Lukaku. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. So the team separated just by the one goal, which came early in the second period. And the score is 1-0. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Haaland receives it in a good position here. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Haaland, and he's on shot, surely! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
And here's Roberto Carlos. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. And here's Hullet. And this is Inzaghi. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Roberto Carlos looking to provide the solidity his team so need. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Yaya Toure, Roberto Carlos. That's going to go a long way. It'll be a throw-in. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Yeah, it's about time I think we saw some activity from the bench, but it's debatable as to what level of impact can be made from here. It's pretty late.
McTominay, a player who needs no introduction. Ernest. Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. And this is Ibrahimovic! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Roberto Carlos goes short. Ibrahimovic! And that is the last effort of the game. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all the...